Alright, yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Tech here, and when we left off, we killed the Draconic Tree Sentinel, and it was honestly one of the most filler episodes I think I could think of. But in today's episode, we'll actually get into something a little more interesting, because this is actually going to help us progress through the game a little bit, not dramatically, but a little bit. We are going to kill a boss. And we'll just kind of run through it just because I don't want to be here for too long, longer than I have to be. And after this, depending on how long this video goes for, if it's short, then we'll start, or we'll at least get to the part where we can readily go and start another quest. It's a bit of a side quest, but in my opinion, it's very worth it. And off camera, I'll get the upgrade materials just because you guys don't want to sit here for 2 hours watching me gather a bunch of like sticks from underground and all that. But yeah. Anywho, I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. I'm doing alright. I can't really complain. It's just been, as they would say, another day in the office. Excuse me. Yeah, if you want to get the Sword of Night and Flame, you can go, it's here. You go and over, you don't follow the path that I took. You actually you take the other path, and there's a little drop off, and you jump off the ledge, and yeah, it's that right over there. You see the little destroyed building? It was a little bit past the stairs there. My cat just kicked off the wall, and I felt it through the other side. That's kind of crazy. But anywho, sorry, I'm trying to not make this quick, but kinda because I have school in the morning and all that. You know, usual adult stuff, having to go to school, and I have work tomorrow, so that's whack. But who knows? Maybe tomorrow will be one of the best days ever. You know. But anywho. And I had stromboli for like dinner tonight, and it was really, really good. I don't think I've ever ate stromboli. I think it's called that. I don't really know. It had pepperoni, salami, ham, cheese, and like pizza sauce. Needless to say, it was pretty good. So, what we're about to fight is immune to status effects. So we're gonna have to go off of just straight up base damage. Oh, and it can't be staggered. You'd think since I fought her a bajillion times, I would know how to like fight her. But I kinda don't. For real. Thankfully, we only have to beat her once for what we're trying to do. Unless we want to get, unless we want to do Millicent's quest line and then we have to beat her again. But honestly, for where you fight her next in the game, the next time we fight her will be a lot easier. That should not have hit me, by the way. Dude, if I wouldn't have killed her there, I think I genuinely would have like cried a little bit. Game's fun. Okay. So now we are going to technically start Ronnie's questline, but we're not going to do Ronnie's questline just because. First of all, that's not the ending we're going for. Second of all, she doesn't have anything of interest to me. And third of all, I just kind of don't really want to do her quest. Not because it's necessarily a bad quest line, it's just I just don't really want to. You know. The only reason we're doing it is for Selvis and his quest line. Because that's something we're gonna do for this playthrough to get. Oh. And we can actually get, while we're here, we are now going to be able to do both Frost and Bleed more easily. Make the game fun. I think it's about right here. If I'm not... they're supposed to... I'm supposed to get a toy with this? Thanks. Jesus. A duel? You make me remember why I don't fight you whenever I come here. Please just let me get the grace. Even though we're going based off of like a bleed build here, we can still get bleed and frost to proc. And don't worry, it'll get better. I think. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these on here. And so now we're gonna be doing a good bit of frost build up. And we'll do bleed also. I don't know why you can summon up in Ronnie's tower. Maybe it's for like the blight fight. I don't know. Also, let me just go ahead and put this out here. That was a scam. Like that did not help like at all. So that's magic damage. Not physical. Yada yada yada. No particular reason. Yada yada yada. Shut up. Don't care. Yes, let's go ahead. We'll start Ronnie. And yada.
Good, there is.
Go ahead, talk to the people. We'll go talk to the people downstairs because why not? And while we're here, I guess we'll pop. Yeah, we'll pop that. That's so give us touch. Okay. Which I ain't really worried about our runes and all that for right now, just for the simple fact of. Okay. So yeah, we get one level. So we'll level Ent. Hello, EG.
Oh, the pleasure, Carian, I'm told that
Yeah, like I said, I'm not really too worried about other people. I'm worried about one guy and one guy only. And ain't even the cool looking one. Actually, yeah, no, he's pretty cool looking. He has a cool hat.
I'm planning to go.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Batman.
I see. Yes, I don't know what since I asked. I resume and pay me should you if it were up to but who.
I don't understand. Like, I waited, I rested, and all that. Maybe it's just because I have to talk to him or exhaust their dialogue or something. Yeah. Go. So now we have 10 flasks. Honestly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna replace these because I think Chilling Mist is actually a lot better than Hoarfrost Stomp for just like putting frost and all that. And what we could do is get the Blood Flame incantation and put on our other thing so it can still get bleed, but it'll all actually, or we could just get it to where it just procs bleed. I wish there was a way to just infuse your weapon and bleed, because far.
Well, did you not
Yes, I heard you.
Perhaps I'd like you to find even you. Good. Now
Yeah. Okay. Self
I
distance potion.
expect.
Okay. And if we wanted to, we could go and get his memory stone and all that. So, how long has this been going for? Because believe it or not, we are going places. Actually, what we could do, I think we could honestly do this whole quest in one episode. I don't think it'll take that long. Like, this might be a bit of a longer episode, but also it might be quick enough to where it's less than like an hour or so long, but it'll be short enough, or it'll be long enough to where we can get it done, but it won't be long enough to where it's just a slugfest and it's just boring, you know? So that's the whole point of that I try to make with my videos, is I want to make them as entertaining as I possibly can for y'all. And sometimes I do have my filler episodes like I did last episode. And if y'all didn't watch it, you don't have to. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all, it was boring. It was boring, and I knew it was boring. But just to that's why it's a filler episodes, because, I mean, it got us here, nothing happened. We killed the Draconic Treason, and we cheesed it to death. You know, nothing really happened. So what we're going to do, just to kind of make this go a little bit faster, is we are going to go and we're going to kind of not fly through, but we're going to kind of run around for a second. So, a quicker way to get down here is just to go this way, and then you, no, you can't really make the jump. But, oh, well. We're going to go that way, and you can do that. But the quickest way to go where we're trying to go is if you jump over the railing, you can go through that little door. Because you can't make the jump up here. Well, up there. And we're gonna, if I can get my buttons to work, you're just gonna climb up the short ladder. And I'm gonna give y'all like a full in-depth, detailed guide on how to do what we're doing. So, yeah. And then you can jump down here. And just keep running. Keep running and running and running and running. So, okay. The ultimate goal is just to get past this guy. He just staggered a dog. So, yeah. And if you get that grace, then you can go down here, which is where we need to end up. I'm kind of giving y'all the, like, quote-unquote abridged version of the guide. I think you can jump down here and survive. Yeah. Lightweight. Rune art. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're going to run down here. You can fall. You can fall just about anywhere in the sewers. Take that with a very small grain of salt here. Okay. and then you're going to run down here. I vowed that I was gonna buy a lantern for my playthrough that I was gonna do for y'all. I'm gonna do that after this episode. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy the lantern or a torch or just something. So you're gonna roll off here. Yeah, you don't take any damage. Run, and then we'll grab this grace right here, and then that'll give us the shortcut to where we're trying to get to. So now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down here to the round table hold, and you are gonna go and talk to the red guy. The red guy will talk to you and he'll be like, bro, get me out of my jail cell. And then you're like, okay, bro. And then you get him out of his jail cell and he's like, alright, bro, fight.
No. You have felt I can smell. Apparently, Moist was a brief
So,
trapped in it.
He gives you the sewer key.
The pox.
And now, we're doing this for a reason, by the way. So, you go back to the grace that we just were, which is the underground roadside. And this is going to be a quick, no BS guide, no just, like, that's one thing I hate about guide videos, is you can get, like, have y'all ever noticed anytime you watch a video or a guide on Elden Ring, it's always like, well, it uses two weapons that are usually you can only get one of per new game, right? Like, anytime you look up like a bleed build, right? It'll be like, oh, get the 2 scavenger curve swords. The scavenger curve sword only drops. You can only get it one time per playthrough. So unless you just have friends, and we're gonna talk to Bro and talk to him again just to make sure. And then what you want to kind of do is try to avoid these guys the best you can, but if you do die, it is okay. You'll just respawn back where y'all were. But now, what we can do, since we told him to leave his jail, we're going to go back to the round table hold, and he should have a message for us saying something along the lines of 1v1 me or you kiss boys. And you're like, bro, I don't kiss boys. And then he's like, okay, listen. Let me make sure I'm recording, because if I haven't been, I will like, I'll cry. Okay, 18 minutes. We're making decent headway. So, what was that? Okay. So now, if we look, he's not in there anymore, but he does have a message, and let me just paraphrase it for y'all. 1v1 me, bro. And you're like, okay. And it says the moat, which means right beside the capital rampart, which is where we kill the Draconic Tree Sentinel to get here. And yeah. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna run, and right down there is where we are going to end up. And I know, like, I hate guides that are way too long, but I also hate the ones that are way too short to open-ended, like where you can get lost. I try, and anytime I do make a quote-unquote guide, I try to make it as close-ended and as detailed, but not overwhelmingly detailed, telling you every minute hair that the bro has on his nuts. You know, it's like, okay, I have no idea how we are still alive. I should be dead, but I'm not. Okay. And so now, we're gonna just stand here because if we don't, there's gonna be a giant crab that pulls up, and you don't want to mess with the crab. However, it is a little if you can get him to target him, just to kind of give a demonstration here. He can, like, everyone can just kind of like 1v1 each other. We're gonna try and get him to hit the Dung Eater. Oh yeah, and don't forget that there's like mosquitoes that just for some reason, Jesus. And just as a bit of a... Oh yeah, and an interesting thing I found out, if the crab breeds on the Dung Eater, it will kill him. I've never seen it done before, but it is a possibility that can happen. Like, well, oh god, that's death, that's death. Yeah, no, but long story short, he can die. Yeah, no, long story short, this is honestly one of the easiest ways to, like, fight him. Yeah, no, and like, the thing is it's not a hard fight, it's just simply, you gotta just, Oh! Wait, does that count? I guess it counts. Cool. Cool. Yeah, no, it is possible that he can get struck to death. Happened on my last playthrough. So, what we're gonna do... we don't really need those runes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and we are going to talk to him, and he'll be like, "Oh, bro, I can't believe you like killed me, dude. That's like not cash money of you, bro." And then you're like, yeah, obviously I killed you. L plus ratio." And he's like, "Oh," and then you're like, "Oh, you know."
There you are. You ward it up, despite that no one has succeeded in that before. How? You are, in fact. It is my Give me your defile again till a countless and soon hundreds.
Okay.
A few of that rotten.
And so now what we can do is we're gonna go visit him again in person. This time, for some reason, he's gonna be tied to a chair. I still don't understand it. I don't know what bro's into, but I guess he's into being tied to chairs and stuff. Beats me. But after this is when it gets a little bit not confusing, but this is why you don't want to progress Ronnie's questline, is because the next step of his questline requires you to kill the guy who's gonna give you his, like, summon. which is the guy from earlier. A cool thing that I've noticed is he can't hit you off the ladder. That plant right there, so as long as you're on the ladder, he can't do it. So we're going... Apparently if you just hug the wall, then like, nothing happens. Okay, cool. And now he's tied to the chair.
Along with it.
So, instead of giving him the seabed curse, you're going to give him the potion. And now, if I'm not incredibly mistaken, we can go back and we can talk to Selvis, and he'll be like, "Oh, bro, you use the potion." And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go and discover his little chambers, which is the little open path, like the little pathway that we unlocked earlier. Once you run out of the door, it's off to your left. It's right. It's like it's right there. It's right here. Oh. So, yeah, if you saw it, it's right there. That's... Just look for where the old guy's at, and that'll kind of give you an indication as to where it's at. And, so yeah, and then you're gonna run, and you're gonna talk to Selvis, and be like, "Hey, I did it." And he's gonna be like, "Oh, bro, that's crazy." And then he's gonna be like, "Oh, that's cool. We're friends now." And you don't have to buy all of his spells.
Well done. Very well. Knowledge, I doubt, if you put your...
But, so what we're gonna do is just to make this as easy as possible. We're gonna pop this.
You wished well?
So we're gonna talk to him about that. And then you have to buy one of his sorceries. It doesn't really matter which one. Just buy one of them.
Begging for another. Doesn't make...
And so now, what we can do is, since we bought one of those, we can go and get we can go visit his quote-unquote private chambers, and within those private chambers we'll find what we'll find some pretty interesting stuff down there. A lot of it probably has to do with like lore. I don't really know. I love Elden Ring's lore. I just don't know a whole lot about like the nitty gritty of it. Like you can see, like there's an omen hunter. There's this. Oh, it's a perfumer. You can find perfumer. You can find. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. You can find a jar-headed guy, and you can find Selvis's puppet. But if you open this, you can also find the Dung Eater, and you can find, I think that's, I don't know what her name is. But you can find them, and you can be like, "Oh, bro, like there's obviously, I don't know if there's speculation or, like, confirmation here, but there is cool stuff." And so now, what we can do is we can go, run off to the right, just run back to Selvis's tower, and be like, "Bro, what the heck was that?" And then he'll be like, if I give you one, will you, like, keep your mouth shut? And you're like, yeah. And then he's gonna give it to you, and
Begging for another doesn't...
so, yeah.
You break into a man's office, fine, and you trick me. I believe that you yearn. Well, no, but perhaps now.
And just choose one. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna choose the jar one just because it's cheaper. And what you have to do is you have to have 5. You don't have to have 5 starlight shards before you go and do that. However, it is nice. So what we're gonna do, just to kind of make this a little bit easier and mainstream for y'all, what we're going to do is we're going to go to YouTube and we're just going to look up Starlight Shards. Because if y'all have noticed, I've been picking them up anytime I see them throughout the game. And so, yeah. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe I didn't get that one. I think I did. Castle Morn, I got that one. Agil South Lake. I definitely got that one. Church of the Plague, Haylett Highway, Gate Town. Okay, what I need to do, I meant to just mark them off, because I know we're like a few of them are. Like, okay. So there's the one, and it's right here. I'm pretty sure I got that one. I got the one here, where the bridge is at. And I got the one beside Millicent. Right here. There's a Grace there, and I didn't even grab the Grace. Like, have I ever played the game before? Okay, so I guess that's what we'll do, is because I'm pretty sure I got them. I've gotten 4. And he just showed 5. Let me look. Because I swear I got this one. Like a few episodes ago. So, yeah. Yeah, I got this one. Okay. So I got that one, and I'm pretty sure I got the one by Millicent. If I didn't, I don't know why I wouldn't have. And we go ahead and spin these rooms just because, and we'll put it into vigor, I guess. So, okay. So let me go over here, because I really feel like I got that one. Yeah, sorry. And you don't have to get these 5. You just have to get 5 of them. But Selvis cannot die. So that means you can't kill him, and he can't be killed by Ronnie's quest line. If you guys have never done Ronnie's quest line, I'm very sorry that I probably just spoiled stuff for you. I mean, if you made it this far and you guys are still interested in it, then I give you applause and I greatly appreciate you. So yeah, I did get the one by Millicent. Okay. And I feel like there's a Grace here, right? Like, yeah. So you're telling me I just came here, didn't grab the Grace? Smooth brain. Shut up, Millicent. Okay. And then I got those 2. There's one up here. Just kinda, I know it's up here somewhere. There's a lift. There's like a little circle thing. It's like against the edge here. Yeah, we'll just put a marker there. And we'll just kind of try to go from there. Sorry, this is a bit of a bump in the road here. I probably should have got the 5th one. But I didn't really think about. I thought I could get it just naturally. But if you just come across them naturally while playing, I mean, I would I just recommend picking up any item you find. Because, I mean, for all you know, it could be an important item. That's the way I look at it, at least. It's like, if I see something, and it's within my grasp, and I don't have to, like, try to, like, die just to get it, then I'm gonna pick it up, you know? Okay, so against this, there should be, like, a jump thing. The jump thing should take us up there. Obviously, there's more than one way up there, but this is just from here. Unless dude, I don't know. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I have a lot of long days for some reason. Yeah, or honestly, I think this will still take you. Yeah, it'll take. So we'll grab this grace while we're here. I thought I was close enough to it. I guess I wasn't. Cool. And so now, I think from here we can just keep jumping and all that. Eventually we'll run into a like wind thing that'll take us higher. Like Creed. Good old wolf. Wolf. The artist check. Like it's along here. I know that. I think it is at least. Last time I checked, it was. Unless FromSoft just removed it overnight. I mean, I don't think they would have. Right? Like I don't think I'm crazy. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna look, cause like I know that there is one there. Okay. Church of the Plague, Waypoint Ruins, Storm Shack Hill. Okay. Castle Morn Rampart. I got that one. A Gilsath Lake. We got that one. Storm Shack Hill. I got that one. Waypoint Ruins. That's what's his name? Ferrum Great Bridge. I got that one. I got that one. I got those. Right? So that would put me at 4, and that'd put me at 5. Okay. Back to the bridge. And then we're going to just turn directly around. And we're going to go from there. Because why not? I'm telling y'all, this wasn't here. Y'all saw it. And then that should be number 5. It is. Okay. So now, we're going to go. And we're going to summon our jar guy. And then we're going to talk to Syllabus. Well, actually, what we'll do, it takes us it's gonna take us a second, but I mean, the it takes it a second longer, but it is, I think it works a little bit better if you do it. Cause like it's weird, and I didn't figure it out. I had to I didn't look up a guide or anything, but I did look into it. And sometimes when you talk to Celvis after you summon it doesn't detect it unless you rest. So,
Begging for another. Doesn't mean.
so what you do is you talk to him after you summon him. The best way is just travel back to the closest grace, which would be Ronnie's Rise, and then just rest because why not? And then just go back over to Selvis's tower, and if everything worked and you have 5 Starlight Shards, you can get what is my favorite and one of, if not possibly the best summon in the entire game. And you guys will see, because I'm going to use him for like the rest of the playthrough. This guy is nutty. You see what I mean? Like, sometimes you take damage and sometimes you don't. It is so confusing. So, now, just talk to him.
Begging for another. Doesn't mean. What's that? Quite
And,
but I'm
yeah,
afraid I can
it gives you a
harm
new
it.
option
Why don't you?
saying,
If
I
you
want
can
a new
soul
puppet,
and one. Oh yes.
and obtain a puppet, and now you can get the Dung Eater. He is
I've not had.
he is one of the most expensive summons I think in the entire game. He takes 118 FP. So you'd have to be at least level 20. You'd have to have at least 20 mind. But he is nutty. But I kinda don't want to use him just yet. And here's why. He's really good if you can upgrade him. And what I can do is off camera, I'll mark like the locations, and I'll tell y'all where I got all the
Good to
upgrades and
see. I
stuff
have
from.
you to thank. I can have I'm as yet, but and
Oh my
it
god,
was that
I've
I
never
certainly
talked
got a
to
read.
her.
I need to warn a little while ago, and I can hear the howl, a plethora. Can't even. Not
So,
even you should keep. I know you're. I'd like to. Can you tell? It can't be.
yeah,
His
she
spirits
gives
look
you,
rather. It'll be glad.
she also gives you the jellyfish. But what you can do is this is where you upgrade your spirit summons. So, in the next episode, I guess that's what we will do. But yeah, that is how you get the Dung Eater in Elden Ring. As you can see here, he's, let's see, can we get details on him? That's that if you want to do that. But anywho, I will catch you on the next one. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day, evening, or whenever y'all decide to watch this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.